What? Peace, 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 love and light.
Yo, peace and blessings. Last scientific, boom, boom, you already know. Super duper producer, well-known platinum track maker, residing here in just the city of, blessings.
Where the hoobies? Where the hoobies at? Tin City.
Yeah, Tin City.
Well,
everything is everything.
Yeah. Well, we're right here building, a moment to reflect and all that. Raheemdadream alongside Last Scientist right now, one of the super dope producer here from J City and all that. Well, other than just building art, producing sample packs and all of that, I'm privileged to come across Last Scientist, and I have a series of questions. A producer and a master of leadership and administration. Well, brother, how can you, as a producer, align hip hop with community work? Like, what's your perspective?
Right. Once again, I appreciate the fact that you are here. We're building together.
What?
So, brother number one, that's who you are to me. Hip hop has been part of us.
What?
From
Definitely.
the very beginning. It's
What?
part of creation.
Yeah.
When you take music is part of creation. Hip-hop,
Eternal life.
yes, the way of life of people is, when you were given birth, you're already part of a life.
What?
You are already part of culture. So hip hop is life. You cannot live outside hip hop. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you do things, the way you dress is hip hop, basically.
What is born?
Right. So if you are asking a question, how does that relate to community work, or how hip hop will impact community cohesiveness, togetherness, and all that?
What?
I think hip hop is the right ingredient for that.
Definitely.
It is.
Yeah.
Because
I got a question. It's actually the right vehicle, but as melanin people, GVI Global Village Dream Initiative, V2G Multimedia, initiating a global movement where people can have a reliable pathway and enabling environment to build. How do you see, the prospect of such vision in alignment with hip hop as far as Nigerian is concerned? Like the landscape, a lot of people just, get stuck in one shell, just rapping, just producing, and you with a lot of experience in leadership and administration, how can you look at this vision?
It's a very wonderful vision, and as somebody who is an expert in leadership and administration, I see this as a tool or a medium to which so many individuals will be reached.
What?
You see, hip hop, in my own personal experience, I've learned knowledge of self-help and wealth through
Yes. Yeah, what is born?
I asked myself certain questions from the knowledge I had, through hip-hop, the 5%ers, the poor righteous teachers,
What?
the Wu-Tang specifically. And the lesson I've learned from their music and interviews, I try to bring it to myself and begin to work on how I'll be relevant and important to myself and people around me. So hip-hop, when you understand the concept of hip-hop from the very beginning of it,
What?
there is no how you will be a loose cannon
What
if you understand hip-hop. So
Yeah.
I think we as hip-hoppers have to really find a way of letting people understand the culture and the importance of the culture for self-actualization and realization of
Pathways, that's the pathway.
That's the pathway.
Yeah.
So people need to understand hip-hop from that angle. And if we do that, it will help a long way. And how are we going to even achieve that? I think through seminars, creating seminars, talk show, and symposium, teaching people about the culture itself and what it means. A lot of people don't really understand what hip hop is.
Yeah.
That's just the truth.
Yeah,
A lot of people don't understand. You can walk around because you are rapping and maybe making beats. Personally, I had people saying, this guy is a graduate from a university, how is he not really working? They want to see you with suit and tie.
What?
You know, that's what they see as work. But for me, hip hop has been work. I grew up in hip hop. I got married through hip hop. I furthered my education to master's level with the same hip hop.
What is point?
Never done anything outside hip hop, and I'm living with children.
What?
My children are good. They are never hungry.
What?
It's because of the knowledge I have of self, health, and wealth.
Definitely.
And I'm transferring that to my children to have confidence in themselves.
The babies are the greatest.
Hip hop will give you that confidence. So I think if we are going to transfer that knowledge to community, to our community, reflecting what we have learned in our community, then it's a different ball game. We have to really work hard, and I think it's a good initiative so far to do that.
Well, now coming back to sample,
Yeah.
can you just play one or two? We've been talking and stuff, and
Okay.
yeah, just randomly, in the basement.
Yeah, okay. This is the sampler Akai Studio 1.
What?
And I have Machine Macro, and I have MPC 1.
What?
So all these are machines that I use to sample music. So I will say it from the definition I got from Nine Wonder.
What?
He said sampling is like alchemy.
What?
You are taking sonic DNA of the past and cooking the future.
What?
But over the past, there are a lot of problems with sample, people getting sued and all that.
What?
Because they sample from one music or the other.
What?
Truth is, when you go throughout, if you know music and understand music very well, you know that most music are always feeding from a pre-existing music, right? So now, me as a producer, I sample, but the way I sample sometimes is difficult for you to even notice where I'm sampling from.
Just like
I can sample drums, I can sample guitars, I can sample, piano, my synths, my leads and all that. I can sample, then chop and assign to different paths, then play it the way I want.
Yeah.
So I can play the way I want and make music out of it.
What? That's tough, brother.
Yeah, I can chop the way out from any music, most especially soul music, R&B. I can chop and assign, then make it my own music.
Down to Afro, King Sonny Ade.
Yes, Afro, whatever kind of music, I can just sample, chop, and make it my own. You can have producers using the same sample, but the sound is different.
Yeah.
You can have Primo using same sample with RZA. I think Primo sampled that same song for this freestyler, I forgot his name, Juice.
Yes. Juice.
Yes, he sampled that in one of Juice project. RZA sampled that Mariah Carey's joint for Redman and Method Man. But even Mariah Carey, it was a sample from another music even before her time.
What is born?
So music is always like that, but how you go about it is what matters.
Creativity.
And a lot of people don't want to sample because of the legal issues that come with it. They want to enjoy 100% royalty and all that, but who cares?
What?
If I can get certain percentage and the original person, the owner, have certain percent, it's okay. We are all growing.
That's clean glass.
That's their retirement benefit. Why would I deny them their retirement benefit?
Yeah. Gotta keep it business.
Because somebody else will pay me my retirement benefit.
What? Legacy Act.
Yes.
Intellectual property.
It has to be like that.
Yeah.
And sampling has come to stay, because why would companies produce a sampler? If it is not important, why are they producing it?
Yeah,
It means
it's really go a long way.
Yes, it means you have to use it, and some people have to benefit from it. That's their retirement benefit and all that.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Well,
so sampling is a good thing, but the most important thing, give credit, ask for permission if you want to sample. Like in my album Road to Freedom, I sample a lot of this.
That's a classic tape right there.
Yeah, and I have to reach out to certain people whom I sample from, like, okay, this is what I want to do, and they gave me permission. And I remember one of the songs I have to repeat over because the
Peace family, looking to take your brand, artistry, or business to the next level? At V2G Multimedia, we specialize in creating digital biographies, stunning, interactive PDF flipbooks designed to showcase your story, services, or products in a professional and unforgettable way. But that's not all. When you work with us, your biography gets a permanent feature on our affiliate platform, the Biosphere, where it gains ongoing visibility as our community continues to grow. Ready to elevate your presence and connect with a broader audience? Visit v2gmultimedia.com for updates and consultations on how we can bring your story to life. Now, back to the video.
Who owned the music said, yeah, I'm giving you to work with it for free.
What?
But I have to understand the direction you are going. So each of the stage, I have to like relate with the person. Okay, this is the final product, and he will make suggestion. No, I'm involved. So do it that way. Do it. You understand? So I do it like that. When I had a project with Mont9 will say, okay, you
Dr.
Like
Style.
don't do it like this.
Major belt.
And I will always go back and forth to make sure that I meet up with whatever they are asking. So I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah. One last thing. Back to the community. We have some build too.
Yeah.
In regarding what GVI and V2G Multimedia building in Nauche Village or Nasarawa State out there, and the expansion vision towards J-Town. What do you have in regarding the ongoing vision right now as a producer?
Yeah, right. Again, people that are involved have to stay chisel, right?
Sharp.
It is not really an easy task to carry.
What?
But at the end of the day, it all makes sense. It will make sense.
One day it will make sense, just like common sense. Yeah.
Raising people that will take from you. I think for me, that is the most greatest gift you can ever give to somebody.
It have a far-reaching
from
consequence.
what you have learned, giving it back to others. Raising a community of people that will, carry on with the legacy and culture.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
Yeah.
So I will encourage people who are involved with the project to keep their head up, remain chisel, research more, and make sure that they reach the targeted people.
Which are the vulnerable and marginalized. Marginalized people.
Yes. They have to be reached.
Yeah. So you have any word to say to the people out there?
Yeah, certainly.
What's your last word?
Be yourself.
Don't fake.
Or you will see no wealth.
What?
Just be yourself, because see, this is the kicker. If God wanted to make us clones, He would have done that. If He wanted us to act the same way, He would have done that.
Be original.
But He created us differently so that through our experiences and our diversity, we will do things that will bring glory to His name and all that.
Magnificent.
This time around. But that's why we are different. So if you are scared to be yourself, then that initial deposit which God has which God has created you with will remain dormant.
Yeah, faith is
so
the
you
substance.
have to bring it out your own way.
Yeah, faith is the substance of things hopeful.
Yeah,
definitely.
So you have to bring it, that uniqueness that is deposited in you, bring it out.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good to have role models. Yeah, it's very, very good. But at the end of the day, it is you. What?
Savior.
Yeah, what is about you? That's what people are interested in.
Yeah, peace.
So people, be yourself or you see no well. I remember, I think his Killer Priest, one of his joints say, have something, I forgot the title, but he said, most of you are scared to be yourself because you see no wealth. So you want to be like Biggie, you want to be like Pac. You really don't want to be yourself because you are thinking of the money and the rest. But just be yourself. I've always been myself. I always want to do things I want to do, regardless. And as a result, I have people coming to me. I've been living. I'm okay. Yeah.
It's an honor to be with you, and thank you for your time.
Welcome.
Shout out to V2G Multimedia and everybody building a community, building hip hop in alignment with everything. What? Peace, yo.